First of all, excellent job on the alphabets. You guys have shown me some examples and I'm so impressed. Today we're going to talk about connecting letters and kind of some base patterns within the alphabet. So this is going to be your next step to making a beautiful composition with hand lettering. Here we go. So again, for this part of the lesson, we're going to stick with Tombow markers. If you haven't picked these up, order them on Amazon, the link's below. These are an excellent tool to hand lettering and they're really gonna make the process a lot easier for you. So let's start with some base patterns within the alphabet. If you haven't watched the previous video, here's the link. Go ahead and watch that, and then if you go to the links down below, I have created an alphabet for you to download. One's an uppercase, one's a lowercase. These are gonna be important to helping you practice. So let's talk about some base patterns. So if you'll notice here, the A, the B, the C, the D, maybe the E, the G, O, P, Q, and that's pretty much it. They all have a circle type motion. So as a reminder, we're using the brush side of this Tombow marker. So let's start with a C because that's going to be the base for all of these letters. As a reminder, the upstroke is thin and the downstroke is thick. Upstroke is thin. Okay, so let's take a look at that base. And now let's move on to an A. Same exact form as the C. Upstroke is thin, downstroke is thick, upstroke is thin. There's my C. Now for the A, I just continue up and create a thick downstroke, and there's my A. Now for a D, upstroke is thin, downstroke is thick, upstroke is thin. There's my C again. Now remember that loop I taught you in the prior video? We just add that on here. And now we have a D. So the important part about this is that the C, A, D, E, G, Q, even the O, they all have the same shape, the same angle, and the same feel. Therefore, when your word becomes one, it looks intentional. Additionally, we can say the same about the loop on top. So, when we go for the H, let's say, go out, down. Okay, there's your H. This is the part I'm talking about. It's on the D, F, H, L, and T. These all look exactly the same. So by practicing those two shapes over and over, you're gonna find yourself becoming more familiar with the alphabet as a whole. All right, now you're all experts. Well, maybe not quite, but we're getting there. Let's talk about how we connect the letters. This is the really exciting part. Let me show you something I've done and then we'll work from there. Hold the applause. I know you all are really impressed with my outfit change. Actually, the camera just died. But let's get back to business. Now we're going to talk about tails. So the tails are the elements that connect each letter in your word. The important and beautiful thing about tails is they help you create equal spacing between each letter. Let's take a look. Here's something I drew a couple days ago. I want you to notice here, 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 and here. Those are all tails. That's what's connecting the letters. So let's talk about how I do that. Our P, which is going to remain untouched. All right, so our R comes next. We want to start with the tail. So up is thin, down is thick, up is thin, down is thick. And we'll start our tail coming up. Now, we're going to draw an A just like we normally would, and we're just going to attach it to this tail. Up is thin, down is thick, up is thin, down is thick. Perfect.
Now see how this tail is at the same angle as this tail? That's also very important. So our C is next. Up is thin, down is thick, up is thin.
Now, as you can see, that's a great way to practice. Some of the letters get a little disconjointed though. So for me, that's a really lovely way of learning, getting your feel down, trying to understand how certain letters connect and others don't. But when you get better at that, I find it easier to have a more fluid motion. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Same principles apply. I still won't attach my P. Okay. So I'm going to start, up is thin, down is thick, up is thin, and then just as I would, continue my tail here, but I'm just going to keep going. It gives you almost an identical look, but this one is a much easier way to practice. So some letters are harder to connect than others, and my biggest piece of advice on this is look around. Go on Instagram, follow the hand lettering hashtag, look on Pinterest. There's so much hand lettering out there, and that's a beautiful thing and tool for learning. Don't copy, just learn from it. I can also help you. If there's certain letters that you guys are having trouble with, comment down below and I will give you small videos that help you with those specific letters. Again, don't forget to go down below to the links and download the alphabet templates I gave you and the baseline templates. They're going to be hugely helpful in getting started. Next time we're going to talk about compositions and how to make one paper look amazing with your hand lettering. So let me know if you have any questions, struggles, or you're loving this down below, and I'm so looking forward to talking to you guys next time. Have a good one.